Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, let's earn some coins from the Foundation Exchange, and of course I'll share with you the completed TOTS challenge again. Alright, so now earning some coins from the exchange. If you have players that can actually fit in, do remember to check out the market first to see whether can you sell in the market for a better price, because the exchange gave you the least. Alright, so you just imagine that if you can sell a player off the market, you'll be making more. All right, most of the time, even though there's a range of 350 to 700, you can see more time again we are getting 350 coins. That's about it. So if the market has such a player and it's selling below 350, then probably you're making a profit. All right, so just quickly check out all the available event players that you can buy. You can see most of it is above 350, even though it's very near 350. Even you buy it hoping for a chance to win a lottery, that wouldn't happen. So I wouldn't urge you to do it. Of course, if you want to do it just for fun, maybe 356 or 354, you just spend like $4,000 for a lottery, probably why not. But other than that, I don't urge you to do it, because most of the time you're just getting 350. Even you hit the limit or maximum number of packs that are allowed to go into the exchange, you're just getting 350 each. That being said, do remember that TOTS players doesn't work, but I do understand maybe TOTY players works. All right, TOTS players doesn't work in those exchange. Do check out what are the players. Most likely is the fantasy players, the UCL, the UEL, and all the other events recently they're playing, even current events, those players will work, right? So just make sure you check every single exchange in the foundation. But again, I always urge you, do a check. Who knows, we can arbitrage it, which means that buying a cheap player from a market and fit it into this exchange. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. If I could find, I will share with you which is the one that can do arbitrage. But unfortunately, even my hardworking hunt doesn't work out, because apparently all this players are selling way above the exchange price. So in other words, any player that you bought to put in the exchange, you're making a loss. So never do that unless that's really flooded with a certain player. But currently, I think EA has already fixed that. It won't allow you to make a profit out of it. In the previous round, I managed to make a couple of thousands or even millions from those exchange because of the players, the good number of players that we buy. But now I think they have really fixed it. The gap has no longer been around. Just remember, certain players can't be sold, certain players could. So if you can, like this player, why not sell in the market? It's about 3.95 million. Even after tax, you get back roughly about 3.5 million or so. So I'll urge you to do that. Of course, shifter players doesn't work well. It doesn't fit anything. Just put it in and exchange it out. That's perfectly fine. So mainly the goalkeeper just now managed to sold and I got 3.4 million. So I think that's a better deal than putting in the exchange. So that's what I meant. Always check to make sure you get the best deal out of it. Alright, with TOTS on board, it's really a chore completing every single thing. The fact that there are two challenges side by side is really tiring. But in this video, I'm going to share you how to do the TOTS challenge. So hopefully that gives you a breather in terms of how to clear all those matches and skill games. The first match itself against Liverpool is really tough. I will urge you to basically try to use your best team available, since there's to swap in your subs. So there's a requirement, it's just a starter, which means just an entry. But once you enter into the match itself, you can actually subs in all your best players possible, and with that I think that'd be much easier. But again, like I said, even now with the best players that I had, you can see how tricky it is. I mean, the AI is so rigged, and EA just make it things difficult for us so we can keep on playing, and they can put in more advertisements. So that's really bad, but unfortunately that's the case. Right, so try your best here to try to move around. Even though you try your best to score, sometimes defenders are like rock. It's really tough. I mean, but again, the goalkeeper is a combi of three, I believe. It's a defender, goalkeeper, and a referee. So sometimes you're about to score, a referee just blows a whistle and say you're out. So we're lucky there. We managed to get a player in. so this second half is much easier, but we just got to go in just now. So all these players are in right now. Three best of the players that I have, all the subs are in. So this life should be much easier right now. The fact that earlier was really tough because of the players that we're not familiar with and of lower OVR. So again, always said important to put in your subs, the best ones, and then eventually you still get back your very strong familiar team that you've always been playing. So with that, it's just a bit of time wasting, and I think we are good to go. Just 1 more minute to protect against the goalpost being attacked by the defenders, being attacked by the attackers. Pardon me on that. So back to this, we're almost done here, but you can see it's the elasticity of that 1 minute that EA puts in. It's crazy, right? So how could 1 minute last that long? Had it in our turn, it'll be all gone, right? So then these skill games here, just make sure you hit the top one first, because sometimes the ball just go down and you hit the bottom one. So it's always safer to aim for the higher ones, so you can leave some space there. All right, so that's easy. And now let's go for a next match. I do find this match easier than the Liverpool match, although the fact that we are down by 0-1 and we're only left with a few seconds apparently for you to change your subs. That's about it. Alright, so if that we're almost done, and with the best players on board, we should be able to do well. Alright, so again, I managed to clear every single challenge with 1 try. So I do see that challenge is a bit tough, those match, but nonetheless, it's doable. I mean, just be patient. You just got to keep on doing, trying your best to get 2 defenders to block, and of course to tackle and get back the ball. Once you do that, create a huge gap between yourself and the opponent, so that the AI doesn't work. So make sure the AI is in control. As long as it detected certain distance, maybe a very near distance between the AI and the ball, they will just grab the ball, although it's ridiculous sometimes. The scoring by the opponents is very aggressive, so make sure you have your best defenders on board. So that's something you have to bear in mind. If you're thinking of how should I score, I urge you to attack from the flanks. Always try your best to attack from the flanks. Bring up the ball from the sides and then do the spam, all right, the cross spam. That could be one possibility. The other one is to do crossing from to the center and then try to score from there. Alright, get my best here. You're fantastic. Best as usual. Best ball control and best tackling, and control and tackling is really important. I think more importantly is also dribbling. Alright, so the ball control and dribbling is perfect, 150. But tackling as well is really good. I just find so amazed by Best. Alright, so this is another good player that I have, is a striker. So this is something that I always do. Try my best to fight. Alright, so we have equalizer there. Alright, so I just want to fast forward this part. So let's reach the penalty moment, alright? So, and here we managed to win via penalty. It was really draining, but nonetheless we managed to make it, alright? So now, next will be the skill game. This is a relatively easy skill game as compared to the crazy ones that hits the target, right? So, the UCL semifinals is a bit tough, but they put it in the level 5 difficulty of that TOTS match itself. Alright, so here we are in the final matches, and really happy we managed to win this, and I'm going to fast forward this as well. Alright, just sharing with you all the goal scoring moments. I'm really happy with all these goal scoring moments against a real opponent. H2H is tough, but patience is all you need. You sometimes got to just dribble, ball control a bit, and tire out the opponent. That's the way to go, right? So with that 3 goals already, the player is out. It basically drop out, and we are to score and win. Definitely winning this TOTS challenge, the final one. So with that, of course, then we just claim a player again. But I gotta say this, it's not easy. Sometimes it's a bit of luck as well, because sometimes it's rigged in the opponent's favor. There's no way you can win such match. Alright, so that's the end of this H2H final in the TOTS challenge, 4-0, and of course that gives us the moment to celebrate. Alright, so we got that 105 CB, and that's the end. Thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.